Welcome to the Business Reporter, hosted by the Telegraph Online. I'm Anna Delaney. Publishers are constantly leaning on technology to improve their work. Yet, too often, the technology we rely on is the latest industry buzzword. We went from the mediation platforms to exchanges and SSPs, and now all we hear about is header bidding, hoping that the latest fad will solve all our problems. If you are a publisher, you probably know what an expensive disappointment feels like. The promises are huge, but when we try to use these technologies and familiarize ourselves with their vocabulary, the payoff is hardly ever worth the investment. Are we using our toolkit wrongly, or does the toolkit not fit the purpose? We have invited Ofer Yehudai from Inneractive to find out more about this contradiction. Thanks for being with us, Ofer.
Hi, Anna.
What do publishers expect from header bidding?
Well, they expect revenue increase, but not only. They want their ad server to be honest again. They want to level the playing field and allow all bidders to participate equally. What they didn't expect is that it will impact user experience. Publishers that use header bidding today see slower load times, so pages are loading slower and it's turning users away. They're also losing control. They can no longer manage their audience, and there is a conflict between header bidding, programmatic, and direct sales, those things they didn't see coming.
So all these things have arisen. Who's suffering the most?
Eventually, it's the publisher. Publishers have to navigate between different technologies. They have to plan what they're going to use, how they can adopt it, and they need the time to understand, to educate themselves how I'm going to use everything. And when the industry comes with a new buzzword every 6 months, publishers can't keep up.
And what makes these buzzwords so strong that they hijack all professional conversations?
So these buzzwords turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy. Imagine that, Anna. If you are a publisher calling to your SSP or exchange asking about header bidding, the salesperson on the other side said, yes, of course we do, and then ran back to the product team, pushing them to build a header bidding solution. Then the marketing team goes to the trading shows and basically promoting their latest header bidding solution, making the new publisher on the street asking, hey, should we use header bidding? And this is the snowball effect that we are experiencing.
So if we could put these conversations on the right track, what questions should publishers ask?
So putting buzzwords aside for a second, let's look at the numbers. We are living in a world where 75% of new ad dollars are going to Facebook and Google, what we call the walled garden. So the first question I should ask myself, am I the publisher too reliant on Facebook and Google to monetize my properties? Because if I do, this is a problem. Second question, how can I differentiate myself, standing out from the crowd? Am I leveraging my data assets, my first-party data? Am I using video right? Am I using outstream video in a way that can capture my audience and introduce new ad units? The combination of video and data can really help me, the publisher, build a very compelling offering. So if I can differentiate myself, if I can use video and data, this is what will help me and my team succeed in the long term, not just changing technology every 6 months.
So what are we looking for? What's the holy grail?
So the holy grail is to be independent. It's to be able to work with the walled gardens and have an appealing offering in the market. Then it's about using data right. So find a partner that you can trust. Find a platform that is transparent with you, that you can plan to the future with and build your properties. And then lastly, find a way to build a programmatic team and a direct sales team. More often we see publishers struggling in their structure. How can I educate my teams? How can I make sure they are reaching the same goals, both the traditional direct sales team and the programmatic ones that have to embrace these new technologies?
So how does Inneractive help to focus on the right strategy?
By asking the right question. Again, you can't be independent without owning and using your own data. So invest on that, be it location data or first-party data. Make sure you use data right. And then be aware to your structure. So if you have a traditional direct sales team and a programmatic sales team, make sure they are working together into reaching a shared goal, align their targets. And then lastly, we all consume more and more video. make sure you use video right, make sure you use the right tools to monetize your video. If you manage to have an independent platform, leverage data and video, you will get there.
And looking into the future, are you optimistic?
Of course I'm optimistic. Look, I believe that by 2020, 70% of all trades will be programmatic. We are around 55 to 60% today, when US is leading the chart and the rest of the world is following. As we embrace programmatic, as we work together, we will get there. If we try to change and redo our strategy each and every 6 months, it will eventually slow us down. But I have a lot of faith in the edtech space and the publishing space, and I believe we'll get there.
Here's to the bright future then. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.